Hello everybody, so I'm back at Bristol Airport and I'm going to be flying to Riga again. I'm going to be escaping the UK and going to Russia. Now a lot of people at the moment are escaping from Russia, but I'm escaping the UK because of spiraling energy costs. Like gas is going to the moon, electricity is going to the moon, and what else am I escaping? The weather, it's nice today but it's been absolutely horrendous this month, but in St. Petersburg this weekend it's going to be -20. Now I'm also escaping other things in the UK, the British nanny state, woke culture, and also British women. Right everybody, so I've gone through all the screening cap and oh my god, it's getting worse and worse at airports now. You're only allowed one small bag to put your toiletries in, and anybody who had more toiletries that can fit in this little bag, they had to throw something away. Now they're going through people's suitcases with a fine-tooth comb, so checking every sock, every pair of underpants. So if you're coming to Bristol Airport, make sure you're bringing clean underwear. Now this kind of brings me on to a video that I've been planning to do for a while, and it's talking about the hassle and the hoops you have to jump through at airports these days. Because it's very simple to book a flight online. You just push, press the pay button, put in your card details, and that's it. But there's so many other things to consider when you're traveling. So I've had some comments from some of my viewers saying that during the COVID pandemic that they've just stopped traveling because you have to jump through so many hoops now. At the time you needed vaccination certificates, negative PCR tests, and all sorts of hullabaloo. So yeah, and there's all the usual stuff that you have to go through at airports as well, all the security stuff, taking off your belt, taking off your shoes. You have to take off your shoes because I think it was about 15 years ago, something like that, there was, I'm not going to say it in the airport, but there was a naughty man who had something naughty in his shoes, so let's put it that way. So yeah, there's a lot of hassle to go through at airports these days. Maybe it'd be a good thing, if we return to the golden age of travel where people were driving and taking trains and there wasn't that many flights available. Anyway guys, I'm not going to blab on too much, so I just want to tell you about my flight. Now, last time I took this Bristol to Riga flight, I had a lot of back pain afterwards because I was sitting in a normal seat on Ryanair. Now, I'm 6'6" tall, so I need a seat with leg room, but usually I'm too indignant to pay for it because why should I have to pay just because I'm tall? It's discrimination. Yeah, so this time I decided to pay for the extra leg room. Now, it could have been if I ordered a normal seat. I think the plane's going to be pretty empty because at this time of year it's not that busy, but I'm not going to take any chances. I don't want to get off in Riga and I'm crippled like an old man. So guys, now that I've got this time while I'm waiting for the flight, I wanted to talk about some other things about getting into Russia. So the situation is, you cannot use cards in Russia. No debit cards, no credit cards, no Visa and Master. International cards, cards are issued outside of Russia. And there's no exceptions, it's not going to maybe work in this machine or that one. I wouldn't take the risk if I were you, because I've known people that have used the international cards in machines in Russia and they've been swallowed, and you don't want that. Now, moving on, let's talk about land borders. So I'm taking a land border. I'm going on my usual route these days, which is Narva in Estonia, which is right next to the Russian border, and then I'm going to walk across into Russia. Now, there's rules before you cross this border. A new rule is you cannot take more than 300 euros into Russia. You can take as many dollars as you want, pounds as you want, shekels, whatever, but you're not allowed to take more than 300 euros. Now, you might get away with taking more if you can show they're for your personal use. But I don't know if this works. So if you find yourself at this border at Narva and you want to change some money, maybe you've got too many euros, you want to change them into rubles or something, they got some exchange booths there and the rates not too bad. Now there's other security procedures at the borders these days, and I'm not going to say what those are, okay? But let's just say people from Western countries would be more likely to be subjected to these checks. So guys, I've got quite a long journey ahead of me, so when I get into Riga, I'm going to go back to Hotel Svetlana. No, it wasn't Svetlana, Viktorija. Yeah, that same hotel I stayed in last time, so I'm staying at the same place. I like it, it's charming, cheap and charming. Yeah, so I'm going to be there one night, then in the morning I'm taking, it's called Lux Express. It's a Lux Express bus from Riga to Tallinn. Then when I'm in Tallinn, I'm going to take a train to Narva at the border. Now I could just take the bus to the border, but I got some back problems at the moment. It'd be nice to be on the train. I can get up and walk around a bit. Now I have to be a bit careful when I'm at Tallinn coach station, because last time I was in Tallinn, I said some not very nice things about the country, and especially the bus station. So I might get lynched by some Estonians before I manage to leave the country. But when I do get back to that bus station, I'm going to make sure the Wi-Fi is working, because it wasn't before. So guys, I've got about an hour till my flight, and yeah, Bristol Airport. It's not too bad. It's only a small airport, but it's well connected to Eastern Europe, which is handy for me. I tell you what, I'm just really glad to be getting out of England. Even though it's going to be like minus 20 in St. Petersburg this weekend, I'm sure I'm going to be loving it. Right guys, so I got off the bus and I went to McDonald's to warm up and have some food. And now I'm going to my hotel. Now I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do anything tonight. I'm seeing if Just in Eastern Europe is available for a beer or two. But if not, then I might just go out on my own somewhere for a beer, because I haven't had a beer in a long time. In England, I've just been drinking tea for a while, so yeah, I'm in the mood for it. Now guys, as you can see, there's a lot of snow around and it's bloody cold. So I think at the moment it's something like minus 18. Now, if my memory serves me correctly, my hotel is on this street. The lovely Hotel Viktorija. I'm sure there's going to be some interesting characters in there again tonight. Okay guys, so I've made it to the Hotel Viktorija. Now I'm in a different part of the building compared to last time. So as we can see, it's a bit more modern than the last room I had. For those of you who saw my last Riga video. And look, we've got a beautiful view here out the window, lots of snow outside. Now I'm just about to go and meet Just in Eastern Europe. We're going to have a couple of beers. Now I've got an early start tomorrow. I have to get a bus. I think it's 7 AM, so I can't get too sloshed tonight. So yeah, it's a nice little room. Some pink armchair, TV, nice big desk. I like that. It's very important for the digital nomad types to have a nice desk to work at. And look at this, we've got a full-length mirror. Hello. Okay, in the bathroom now. Pretty nice. Yeah, much better than the last room I had. We've got some wardrobe in here, of course, with the slippers. And this bed, I've already tested it. Oh yeah, it's comfortable. Okay guys, so I'm on the street to Hotel Viktorija now. It's pretty damn cold, it's minus 15 degrees. I've only got a thin shirt under this jacket, but the alcohol I've had tonight is keeping me warm. Untitled Travels has experienced worse than this. You remember when I was in Novosibirsk and minus 42 degrees, that is proper cold in Siberia. This is kind of like medium cold. Okay guys, so I'm tucked up in bed now. It's 2:45 in the morning, so I've set my alarm clock for 6 o'clock in the morning and my bus is at 7 o'clock, so that only gives me 3 hours sleep if I fall asleep now. Yeah, so I'm hoping tomorrow it's going to be a nice bus to Tallinn. It's called Lux Express, and I've paid for the luxury seat on this Lux Express bus, so I'm hoping that once I get on the bus I'll be able to sleep some more. But let's see, because I'm not much of a sleeper on public transport because I'm so tall. But yeah, anyway, good night, guys, and I'll see you in the morning. Okay, guys, it's really not fun waking up after only 3 hours. But at least when you've been drinking, you've got no problem falling asleep. So now I'm going to the Lux Express bus station, which is somewhere where I got off the bus coming from the airport. Now I have no idea what I'm going to have for breakfast. I don't think there's going to be many choices at this time of the morning. They've got some kind of coffee service on the bus, which is better than nothing. Oh yeah, so this bus going to Tallinn takes about 4 hours, I think. There is a direct bus going from here to where I want to go, which is Narva. But I forgot about this direct bus until it was too late. But to be honest, it's nice to break up the journey. So yeah, I'll stop in Tallinn at the bus station there. And as I recall, they have a restaurant inside the bus station. So at least I can get something to eat, chill out for a bit, and then take the train to Narva. I didn't buy any thermals yet. I think when I get to Russia, I'm gonna have to find a babushka to knit me a willy warmer. Tell you what, guys, traveling in Eastern Europe is such a pain now because of this war. In the old days, I could have flown directly from London to Moscow or St. Petersburg. Yeah, I remember prior to the war, there was a new route that opened up with Wizz Air, and I flew from Budapest to St. Petersburg, which was fantastic. Worst coffee I ever had. Hey everybody, guess what? I'm back at Tallinn Bus Station. Woohoo! Right guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is go into this bus station and test if the Wi-Fi works. Now I don't need Wi-Fi because this time I've come armed with a SIM card with internet on it. But last time I was here, I made a big song and dance about the fact that there's no Wi-Fi here. So let's go and see if it works. And here, do you remember there used to be the Ukrainian refugee center? Now it's closed down. There we go, relax. We have free Wi-Fi, but does it work? That's the question. Let's press connect. Oh, it says connected. It's gone to Google. Wow, so there you go everybody. The Wi-Fi works now at Tallinn Bus Station. Maybe somebody from the bus station saw this video and demanded that it be fixed. Now, do you also remember that I came to this little shop and they didn't sell SIM cards. Well, let's see if they've got any SIM cards. Какое мясо? Рыба. У вас есть курица или свинина? Окей, нож. Да. Картофель. Может быть, салат тоже. I tell you what, guys, the Wi-Fi does work, but it's very slow. Look, I can't even play one of my videos. Okay guys, outside the bus station now, and I've got about an hour and a quarter until my next bus going to Narva. Oh, it's absolutely freezing. There's a wind blowing, which is making it very, very cold. Anyway, having a look around, there's some big chimney there. Maybe it's a power station. I'll be working overtime today because it's so cold. In the background there looks like something out of Call of Duty. It's not the most architecturally beautiful part of town. Lux Express 13 do Narva.
Narva, пятая платформа.
Спасибо большое. Alright guys, I just bought a ticket on the Lux Express to Narva. Now I didn't, she just gave me a random seat, so I'm hoping it's a comfortable one. It's not going to be as comfortable as the bus I came here on, because that was a special one with like reclining seats and all that fandango. Okay guys, I'm off the Lux Express bus and now I'm walking to the border. So this is Narva, lovely little town. It's absolutely bloody freezing. It's about -16 at the moment. So yeah, border's pretty close by, and I'm hoping I'm not going to have any issues there. And then when I get across the border, I'm hoping there's going to be some minivans there that'll be able to take me straight to St. Petersburg. If not, I'm going to have to get a taxi to the nearest town, then a bus. My hand's freezing, I have to turn this phone off. Okay guys, I'm going to need a few rubles to get to St. Petersburg, so I'm going to change some euros in here. Okay guys, I just changed some euros there, and I got 74 rubles for €1, which yeah, it's not terrible. I mean, the real rate is about 78, so not bad. Okay guys, so yeah, successfully through the border. No real questions. Where are you going? The usual stuff. Now I was hoping to find a minibus outside this hotel over here, but very wishful thinking. There isn't one. So now I'm going to try and find a taxi to take me to the nearest town where I can get a bus. It's bloody cold, and I think I've got a bogey hanging off the end of my nose. Hello everybody. So now it's the 8th of December, the day after Christmas. So yesterday, I can't remember where I left off yesterday, but I was in the town of Kingissepp, close to the Estonian border, and I was waiting for a bus to go to St. Petersburg. And there was supposed to be a bus for the next few hours, but because it was Christmas Day, they just stopped these buses. So there's a queue of people waiting at the bus stop to get this bus. So then a bunch of taxi drivers agreed that for a special price, they would take a bunch of us to St. Petersburg. So I ended up getting in this car with 3 other people, and I paid 800 rubles. So for the whole car is like 3,200. Now I tried to get into the back seat, but this car wasn't very big, so my legs could not even get in there. I had no chance. So some kind Russian offered for me to have the passenger seat at the front. So even in the passenger seat at the front, it was difficult. I was like this in the seat for a couple of hours to St. Petersburg. It was cold, it was uncomfortable, and when I got out in the center of St. Petersburg, it took a while for my body to start working again. Anyway, guys, so I'm safely in St. Petersburg now, and it's very cold at the moment. It's minus 18 degrees in the daytime. So, yeah, it's going to get warm in the next couple of days. So I found this hotel room, and look, there was a mattress topper on the top of this bed, but it's very, very hard, and I hate hard beds because I got back problems, and I just won't be able to sleep at all. So luckily I was able to take the mattress topper off the bed, and now it's very nice and comfortable. So guys, for this hotel room I'm paying 1,000 rubles, which is very good. That works out in pounds, I think about £12 or something like that, so very nice. In St. Petersburg in winter time you can get some really good deals here. Of course you cannot use your international cards in Russia, so I had to change some euros into rubles. Then I deposited the rubles into my bank account at my Russian ATM, and then I booked this place online. Okay guys, so that is it. I'm gonna get some food now and get a bit settled in, and then I'm going to start the camera rolling again because I want to make as much footage as possible while I'm here. So I hope you enjoyed taking the journey with me from England all the way to Russia, and stay tuned for the next video. Bye bye.